A new live stream, a new patch approaches for Genshin, and with that we get a new developers discussion as well for the 5.7 version. And oh my god, is this one big! Like, wow. It's close to what people have been asking for so long, but I've really heard it's like one single step away, and I'll talk about it. But Artifact Fast Equip now supports save and switch custom loadouts. I find it funny how they put loadouts straight in the title. They didn't even want to play around with it. So, new development discussion here. Starting from version 5.7, the dev team has brought in new features such as the ability to save and switch between custom loadouts to fast equip artifacts. Additionally, there are some optimizations and iterations for the quest resource manager, system, adventure handbook, the character trial, and talents UI, and more. Say goodbye to tedious gear swaps. Artifacts Fast Equip now supports save and switch custom loadouts. From 5.7, you can go to Artifacts and tap Fast Equip to create up to 2 custom loadouts per character, making gear management flexible and hassle-free. So I believe what we see here are the 2. If I wait for just a bit, you can see here there is custom configuration plan 1 and you have a slot for plan 2, so you can save up to 2 things. Now, the one thing people have been saying that's wrong with this and isn't 100, it's like 95% of the way there, is that you can create you can use a slot to create a loadout, but that loadout is set in stone pretty much. If you try to change an artifact to tweak the set that you've chosen, you are not able to save it afterwards. So whatever the game generates, I think you're stuck with it, right? Because you can choose all the affixes in the set and save that configuration, but from the looks of it, in the actual choosing your plan thing, you don't have a change button. I guess there's check alternatives, but I don't think check alternatives really means to swap around artifacts. Maybe this is just the first iteration, and hopefully we get a way to change these artifact loadouts, and not just like, hey, use these stats to create one that the game wants to give you. Especially since I see you can only choose 2 minor affixes, so you can't even choose. Oh no, you do have more, I think. Anyway, this gift's going by way too fast in my opinion, but it looks like you can choose more than 2 minor affixes. Oh, it's priority and secondary. I got you. So you prioritize crit rate and crit damage, and secondary is attack percent. So you can so it gives you perfect artifacts if you want to. It's awesome we finally get this. To be honest, next in my opinion on the priority list should be to take away the daily limit on what domain you can do for character materials and weapon materials, because I feel like that's the one thing that kind of holds a lot of people back. Yes, the resin cap increase, or at least a condensed resin cap increase would be nice, and of course resin overflow would be amazing in Genshin. So all of these 3 together I feel like should be the next big step for Hoyo, and I still don't know why resin overflow doesn't exist. Like ZZZ, Sarl, and Rua have those, and they've been praised for like over a year at this point, and like Genshin hasn't gotten it yet. Anyway, what is next? Oh, additionally, when tapping check alternatives in recommended sets for custom configuration, the new set filter feature. Oh, so you can choose a different set. Noblesse Oblige, Wanderer, or Crimson. Okay, I got you. Wait, so can you choose exactly which ones? I guess you might be able to do it in the end, but through the check alternatives. I wonder if I choose a different set in here, if this means it gives me a different Wanderer true piece that I have. Like, these are 3 Wanderer true piece that the player has. Well, that does make sense, and you can choose to change it to this one, because then that would make it so much better in my opinion. It's just straight up loadouts. I guess it'd be best to see when the thing releases. Retry challenge button, auto-claim Abyssal Star. So this is really nice, because now if you have not obtained all the Abyssal Stars after clearing a chamber, you can choose between retrying the previous chamber or moving on to the next. Oh my god, thank you. Now, recently I haven't had many issues with the Abyss, but at some points in the past I did have some floors, some chambers where I had like only a couple seconds of spare time to get all 3 stars. Now, and I had to be very, very careful to pay attention if I could defeat the enemy or not before the time ran out. Because before, if you defeated the enemy and you were like 1 second too late and you didn't manage to restart the chamber, you were kind of screwed and you had to continue with the current run and then redo the run later. Now you can just retry the same chamber as many times as you want right after finishing it, which is awesome. Sure, it kind of actually no, it doesn't even add an extra UI element because there was already a UI element where you had to choose to go to the next chamber or the next half, right? Anyway. Additionally, after clicking for 12 chapter 3, chamber 3, the summary screen will show you the maximum abyssal stars and automatically claim the rewards. This is awesome because before, I believe the exit button would push you outside of the abyss itself, like straight up, and you would have to go through the gate again and then click on everything on the floors to get them. Other interface feature optimization. So test run for the new version, tap in test run or down domain on the new character to read information. Oh, so they're doing like character kit explanations, kind of like how they're in Star Rail. This looks very Star Rail if you ask me. Talent character page now supports continuous level ups. This is awesome, no longer needing to back out. That's really good. Rewards claiming UI optimized, multiple resin types supported. So, oh, okay, so at this point you'll be able to use original, condensed, or transient resin, okay, to claim 3 times the rewards in one go. So this is cool, I wish this was still in a dialogue quote-unquote option rather than an entire new screen. But I guess this also showcases how much resin of each type you have. So this is technically better because, as you might know, currently, if I recall correctly, for the Leyline Blossoms, you have a little like dialogue option where you can scroll between original and condensed. Technically, this is better. Actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, no more accidentally spending your last fragile resin. Adventure Handbook Enemy Optimization, one-tap tracking for leyline outcrops. Now, I didn't really understand this on my first reading, so I'm gonna have to go through it again. Also, it's just straight up that it shows where you can find... Okay, that's actually kind of cool, because you no longer have to click on the map, like open up the map and search for them. You can just open up the handbook, click on it, and then navigate, and also choose which... Oh, that's awesome. Also choose which nation. Then you have selecting a target boss in Adventure Handbook. You can see resistances, weaknesses, and other archive details. That's quite nice. Oh my god, you can also see the tutorial for it. That's amazing, right? Because if you, let's say you haven't fought the boss in a very long time, like one of the later more gimmicky bosses, and you can just do this to see what the gimmick was for the boss. Really good. Chat system upgrade, emoji management optimized. I haven't really used emojis. I don't really use the chat to begin with. Hide unused groups. Emoji groups now not added to favorites will be hidden by default. Okay, that's nice. Sort freely emojis. That's quite nice. Like for people who actually do a lot of co-op and use emojis, this is really nice. Mix and match your favorites. You can freely pick individual emojis from multiple groups and add them to arts. You can now craft your very own signature emoji style. So this is just like a favorite. Was this not a thing before? This is surprising. Additionally, in party chat, you can now add mention teammates or quickly jump to specific messages. No more endless scrolling. Oh, this is really cool. Someone tagged you in a mention. Nice. Resource management, man. Like, I just want to say that the 2.0 update for ZZZ was like 44 gigabytes. Now, that's not the final size that's going to be on your disk, but still, that's a big game, not gonna lie. So, since the launch of Quest Resource Manager, the dev team have been listening to traveler feedback on mobile storage. Oh yeah, I think this is only for mobile, which is kind of sad, but then again, mobile does have to deal a lot more with size management issues when you think about it. Especially, like, I'm not sure if it's for every single phone, but at least my phone is not able to use an SD card to install games on it. I can only put other resources like photos and things on it, which is annoying. How would this affect things if I want to go further in a quest? So should you want to go further in a quest, just tap download resources for this quest to download its full resources. Yeah, because you can now get the basic resources, which seemingly does not include all of the main quests either. Yeah, the little oceanite, you need to download resources. You can also manage requests from setting resources. Oh, you can clear all hangout event resources. Automatically download the full resources for hangout events. Oh, Archon quest and story. So, if they can do this for Archon quests, why are we not getting a menu similar to this to be able to replay old events? Why are we not getting that? I would love to replay through the Scaramouche event from 1.1. It would be amazing for people to be able to go through some of the more important events in like chronological order. For example, someone who starts now could go through the Scaramouche event and actually get the proper introduction to the character, and then later not have to deal with like, who is this guy randomly in the Delusion Factory, you know? That's another thing I really hope Hoyo adds at some point. Like, the permanent events in Star Rail and ZZZ are awesome, same with Wuwa having permanent events now. They still haven't added the first one though, which is a bit weird, but of course they have to work on future updates, so makes a bit of sense. Full details on quest management function upgrade will drop on June 18th. Resource management optimizations are ongoing, so keep the feedback coming. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So the main thing here is genuinely the artifact loadouts, right? Like there's lots of small things that are pretty cool, but the artifact loadout part is, in my opinion, the biggest one here. It's cool that we're getting it. It's kind of sad that it might not work exactly as people wanted them. They're like 95% of the way there, but I'm gonna say, even if it's because of Wuwa and soon to come out like other gachas like Ananta, Silver Palace looks pretty good. I'm not sure if I'm gonna try it, but it looks pretty good. Everness to and a bunch of other like open world gachas that are coming out. Even if Hoyo's doing it because of those, I'm still more than open to get better quality of life features in Genshin. So yeah, what do you guys think about this? Do leave down a comment if you're actually satisfied with how they're doing the artifact loadouts. Either way, if you did enjoy this video, why not leave a like, comment, or even subscribe? I want to thank you guys for watching and hope to see you all in the next one.